The Old VHS Tape. Narrated by NirvanaDad. Okay, so I haven't talked about this in a very long time. This happened to me when I was around 10 or 11. My dad had bought a VHS tape of Scooby-Doo, an episode which I can't fully recall. All I can remember is that it was about a little girl's ghost haunting a whole town. So our parents didn't go out very much since my brother suffers from asthma and they were very protective over him. But one night they had this important party thing and decided to call a babysitter. Now I remember getting upset and telling them I was old enough to take care of my brother, but of course they didn't listen. They ended up leaving us with this freckly 15-year-old neighbor girl called Amanda, or something close to that. Before leaving that night, my dad would give us the VHS tape, which got us pretty excited because this would be the first time our dad let us use the VCR. After they left, we all noticed the tape was kind of weird. The art on the cover looked very handmade, and also Scooby looked very terrified. The ghost girl was actually really creepy. Later that night, I remember Amanda going on about how my dad was such a weirdo for buying something as a tape like this for kids. I myself just assumed he picked up the first tape that he saw. But Amanda also refused to play the tape. However, my brother and I insisted for about an hour. That's when we finally sat in front of the TV and we played it. The episode itself was kind of boring. There were absolutely almost no jokes, and it wasn't that scary. I do, however, remember being surprised that the ghost from the cover didn't look anything at all like the one on the tape itself. I don't really remember much from the plot of the episode itself. I guess it was the usual, besides Amanda repeating stupid show every 5 minutes. Near the end, when they capture the ghost girl and are about to unmask her, something weird happened. Suddenly, the gang stopped talking. They all then looked at the camera with sad looks on their faces. They then just stared at us for a very long time. There wasn't even background music. The only one looking down was the ghost girl, but then that's when her head lifted up and stared with her terrible and horrifying eyes wide open. And then the final credits came abruptly. We all three stared at the TV without saying a word until the tape finally stopped. We were so freaking shocked, and suddenly my brother looked at us both and said, "I can't believe Shaggy died. This is so fucked up." We both looked at him in confusion. I meant to ask him what he was talking about. He insisted that it was very stupid to kill a character and then bring him back to life in the next episode. Amanda got really nervous and told him that Shaggy wasn't killed. Instead, the ghost girl disappeared after they caught her, and then the episode ended with the gang scared to death. I realized nothing made any sense. I couldn't understand a thing. But I told them both what I saw. That's when Amanda freaked out and said over 10 times it wasn't funny. She then left the house pissed off, and I assumed scared as well, just as we were. After discussing for over an hour and a half, we decided to put the tape in and watch it again. We turned the lights on and pushed rewind. The thing is when we got to the part where they capture the ghost girl in the episode, it just ends there. Nothing else happens. They just get her. There is no unmasking, no killing. It just ends. We stop the tape and run to our room. My brother then has an asthma attack. I stayed by his bed crying and praying that he wouldn't die. Eventually we fell asleep, and the next morning my brother acted like nothing happened. And after insisting on him for like 2 days, he told me he never wanted to talk about it again. And that was it. Damn. I don't think I've ever actually told anyone about this. It feels good to finally share it with you. If you like this story, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll have more stories coming out very soon. Have a nice day.